Hello guys, welcome back again with me Surya Utami Dewi in our YouTube channel. So today I will explain about phonetics, that is the study of speech sound. That speech sound is about consonant alphabet. And also I will explain about IPA, that is International Phonetic Alphabet. Okay, let's start about the material. Okay, the first material is about phonetics, the study of speech sound. In English language, word writing is almost same, but sound are different. For example, like letter O, U, G, H. There are some words like this letter like tough, calf, do, true, and the others. So we can see that the same letter is not the same sounds. And now we will learn about that. The name is phonetics, the study of speech sound. And also about the International Phonetic Alphabet, this is about the writing system that linguists use to write pronunciation. Speech sound is the sound that we produce and it make words. But sound that we produce when we coughing, sneezing or belching, it is not a speech because that sound can't be a word. First of all, we need to know how our human body produces them. The first is the lungs push air up through the vocal folds. It's used to make sound that sit across your throat. This path which moves from lungs to lip is known as the vocal tract. Sound that we produce sound like a wind instrument. When air goes through it, it makes a sound. Tongue, mouth, and rest of the vocal tract are the spoken language. That is part of the body that moves to make language. For sign language are hand, face, and visible part of the body. There are 5 major features of sign language articulation. Those are hand shape, palm orientation, movement, location, and expression. There are some convention for writing sign language down, but there is less consensus about how to write them than with spoken language. To dive into how linguists write spoken language down, we can start from some consonant we know like P, T, and K. This sound require us to close up part of the vocal tract to make the air stop before you let it explode out. That's why they are known as stop or plosive. These 3 sounds are made at 3 different spots in the vocal tract, which linguists call place of articulation. The consonant P called a bilabial sound because it's made by pressing both of our lips together. The consonant T called a alveolar sound because it's made by pressing the front part of the tongue against the heart rate just behind our teeth. The consonant K called a velar sound because it's made by pressing the back of the tongue against the soft part of the roof of our mouth, known as palum. The square bracket like this show there are phonetic sounds. Let's move to other sounds. Those are F and S. For the sound, the air continuously flowing out and causing friction in the mouth. This sound is called a fricative. The sound F called a labiodental sound. It's made by using the bottom lip and the top teeth. The consonant S is pronounced as the alveolar ridge like consonant T. So the consonant S and T have the same place of articulation but different in manner of the articulation because T is plosive and S is fricative. There are consonants have the same place of articulation and manner of articulation. Those are the consonant S and Z. You can try by put your hand on the neck and make the sound S and then turn it into Z. Can you change the place or manner of articulation? I think you can't, right? because those consonants have the same place and manner of articulation. So we can change that. But the difference is for consonant S, our vocal cords can vibrating and consonant Z can. It because S is the voiceless sound and Z is voice sound. Other than that, there are also some consonant has near identical voice twin like F and V, P and B, or T and D. Another manner of articulation is nasal sound. We can make them by closing the mouth, but often the nasal passage using the velum. In English, the consonant M goes with our bilabial P and B, and then consonant N which goes with our alveolars T and D. To easier for us remember about all of consonant, we can look at this table. For the first symbol is always voiceless, and where there is only one symbol by itself, it is always voice. This chart we call in International Phonetic Alphabet, also as we known as the IPA. IPA is symbol used by linguists to represent all of the sounds that are relevant for spoken language. This was created in the late of 1800 by a group of linguists. The phoneticians who started the IPA were mostly from England and France. In IPA, when a linguist makes one system where each sound had exactly one symbol, linguists will write all the sounds relevant to spoken language without any confusing. The IPA chart is a bit like the periodic table, in that its structure tells us a lot about the properties of each sound. So even you don't know a symbol immediately, you can know the sounds based on its row and column. The empty white box are sounds that could exist but have not been found in any known language yet, while the shaded gray box are sounds that linguists just don't think the human body is capable of making. Okay, that's all my explanation about phonetic and IPA. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Bye!